going on, guys? This is Destructive Skunk here, bringing you another video on my channel. This is going to be an E3 recap, and we've seen a ton of stuff here, and it's very interesting. I can't wait to get all this out to you guys. I'm sure you've heard a lot about it already. I'm just going to throw it all together in one video for you guys here. There's tons of games that have been released, so let's get right down into it. Okay, so to start out, we finally know more about the Xbox One and the PS4. Their prices, Xbox One being priced at $500 and PS4 at $400. A huge difference in price, and I think, you know, PlayStation 4 has got that just right there at that $400 mark. I think Xbox was a little bit overpriced at $500, considering there's some small disadvantages like the games won't carry over from the Xbox 360 and that sort of deal. And the system being 8 years old, the Xbox 360, you've gathered up a lot of games. So it'd be nice to kind of transfer them over to Xbox One, but unfortunately it won't be working. However, there were tons of great games that were released here, and I can't wait to get right into these. So, just some of the games that have been released. Battlefront, a little DICE teaser trailer. So yes, it has been confirmed. Battlefield 4, we saw some multiplayer demo. It's very good. Forza 5, Call of Duty Ghosts, Need for Speed Rivals, and The Division. Those are the main games that I've been looking at myself. I don't know if you guys have been checking any other ones out, but those are, you know, my highlights from the conferences. So let's get, you know, into some more details. We're going to start with Battlefield 4. The Commander mode is the main thing I want to talk about. Multiplayer is going to take a huge change with this Commander mode. The ability to take control of your team's activities and be able to support your team from your iPad. I believe there's some app you can download, and then you can actually, if you're the commander of the team, be able to control, you know, call in some airstrikes or something, or you know, look at the mini map, see where your team is, come up with a strategy, and really, you know, destroy the other team. And a new feature coming to console is the 64-player max in a lobby, you know, on one server. That's really great considering that was only a PC feature with Battlefield 3. That's gonna be really amazing on the Xbox. However, or Xbox and PS4. However, I'm a little bit confused because I think there might be, you know, some connection problems. I mean, I can't even get into a good Call of Duty lobby without connection problems, so it could be interesting, as well as, you know, the voice chat between players. When you have that many people, I mean, I think that could get a little bit interesting. So let's see what happens with that. Moving on from there, Forza 5, and man, that looks like visually a great looking game. And I know I've played Horizon, Forza 4, Forza 3, etc. And with each game that's come out, the lighting and the visual effects on the cars and the graphics, it just tend to get even better with each game, and especially in Forza 4, and then repeating again in Forza Horizon, the lighting and reflection off the cars, it was beautiful. It was so great, and I mean, I hope they really excel on that this time even more, and I can't wait to see what comes out of it, especially with the new consoles coming out here, so it could be really cool. Now we're going to switch over to Call of Duty Ghosts. Now this is interesting. Call of Duty Ghosts running a new engine. I'm so glad they're finally doing something a little different and doing a new engine, because the Modern Warfare engine is from the Modern Warfare 2 days. Modern Warfare 3 sort of used the same engine, so we really needed to update that a little bit. Modern Warfare 2 is now old tech. We need new stuff with the new consoles coming out, so you know, I'm really glad that they've decided to take a new engine. And from the gameplay standpoint, I've seen some gameplay, and I'm glad they're starting to take a new form on it. However, I'm not too excited because I was really hoping for a whole new multiplayer experience, and they didn't really capture that in this new game, is what I'm feeling. So I'm hoping they can really do something to make the multiplayer really stand out, because there's a lot of competition, and especially with all these new games here, a lot of them shooters. I mean, there's going to be a lot of competition for that top spot. Now, moving on from there, another racing game, Need for Speed Rivals. That looks really cool as well. You know, the next installment in the Need for Speed, you know, better looking graphics on the new consoles. I mean, man, that's so great. But what's really cool about that is, you know, you got the whole thing. You know, it's all like a multiplayer experience and racing against people, and it's basically, the best way I can describe it is it's kind of like a single player game with multiple people. Meaning, at least this is what I thought when I saw the gameplay trailer, and there were some people talking about it. But basically what goes on is you're doing a mission, and other people can control the enemies or whoever you're after in the game, or take control of cops and try to stop you and slow you down. So you have challenges from other people while trying to reach your objective, is the kind of the idea I'm getting out of that. So I think that's pretty interesting. And now finally the game that I'm probably most excited for out of all of these, to be honest with you, is The Division. And I saw some gameplay on this, and this just looks so sick. I can't even begin to explain to you how cool this looks. The gameplay trailer starts as sort of like a panning camera into the New York City, and basically the story behind it is this is post-apocalyptic New York, and it's not really a natural event that occurred. The government, in essence, broke down, and society couldn't sustain itself, and everyone went crazy, basically. And there's not many people left, and so you're taking control of this character. And I don't really know much past that. I don't know what the objective is or how this works, but I'm just watching the gameplay, and the graphics look so cool. And I'm showing a clip. It's got some smoke coming up out of the street, out of one of the drains. And it's going next to a car, and there's reflecting light, and it's just little details like that that make the game look so cool. And I think that's really important, especially when you're trying to immerse someone in the graphics and stuff like that. So, my final thoughts on all of this, I think I will probably be getting the PlayStation 4, to be honest with you. There's a lot of disadvantages to the Xbox, although there is some cool games that are for Xbox only, such as Halo and Forza. But I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you, for $100 more, there's not a whole lot to the Xbox. I mean, PlayStation, it's got some great games as well, and it's cheaper, and there's not as many problems such as having to log on every 24 hours or something like that, and the Connect issues, the privacy issues with that. So I think I'll probably be looking at the PlayStation 4. And for anyone else who's trying to decide, remember this: Xbox does not let you take your old games from 360 and transfer them over to Xbox One. Why? I'm not really sure. That's kind of a disadvantage, especially when it's been out for 8 years, like I said at the beginning of the video, and you tend to rack up a lot of games for that. So it'd be really nice to transfer them over, but you can't. So I'm thinking PlayStation all the way here, unless there's something really cool that comes out for Xbox One between now and when it comes out sometime in November, December. So hopefully you guys go out and get that new console, and let me know what you guys get. Thanks for watching. I might do a live stream later, guys. So, go check that out, and I'll see you guys all later. See ya.